Hello Aquarius, welcome to Monarch Intuition, and today I'm going to be doing your July 2022 monthly check-in reading for you. So what do we need to know for the sign of Aquarius? What's going on for you? If you're new to my channel, I like to pull one major arcana to see the energy and then clarify with a different deck. So what do we need to know for the sign of Aquarius? We have the Sun card coming out. So here's the thing about the Sun card. It is ruled by your opposite sign, Leo, right? But the Sun card does represent that you can have happiness in the moment, all right? Now, it doesn't mean that the happiness is going to be forever because the Sun truly just represents our energy, right? And eventually everything will fade away. So when we look at the Sun card, you are having a happy moment coming up within your life, but just understand that this is just an upside of your life, that there can always be that downturn, right? So when we see the Sun card, this is a time to celebrate and be happy. So what's going on for the sign of Aquarius? Why do they have a reason to celebrate right here? What do we need to know about this sunlight energy? This can also represent that illumination is being shown to you right here. Also, Aquarius, you have to understand to not look a gift horse in the mouth, okay? Because you are ruled by the stars, right? And obviously that there are bigger stars out there than the sun. So don't look a gift horse in the mouth. You have to understand that you have to be happy in the present moment sometimes. And that's what Leo teaches us. So what's going on for you? We have the Knight of Pentacles in reversed. We have the Knight of Wands in reversed. And we have the Ace of Pentacles upright. So when I say the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, this represents that you could have lost something right here. You might not know where it is. It kind of represents that the Knight of Pentacles was on a mission, right? He's delivering the King's Gold from one kingdom to the other kingdom. But he lost something along the way, and now he's kind of in trouble for that situation. With the Knight of Wands, this represents that you didn't have the perfect execution to a plan. However, with this Ace of Pentacles coming out, I can see right here that you're going to receive something back for this Nine of Pentacles. So I kind of feel like you're going to find what's missing, especially with this sunlight energy. It's going to make you very happy. So this could be that maybe you lost something that was really important. It could be like, a ring, a piece of jewelry, some money. Maybe you just didn't have the proper plan and proper execution right here. Maybe you could have lost your debit card, whatever this is, or maybe you're going to lose it. I do see that you're going to find it. I do see that you're going to find this Ace of Pentacles right here. So let's clarify with this Knight of Pentacles. What's going on with this? What did you lose? You have the Devil and you have the Ace of Cups. I kind of feel like what you lost right here is an emotional situation. But here's the thing about this emotional situation. You feel like it was blessed by the divine, but it was actually handed down to you as a temptation from the devil. So here's the thing about the devil. He also gives and he takes away, but he gives you like a perverse version of what you could have gotten from God. For example, you have divine communications or connections and partnerships that you're supposed to be with people, and sometimes the devil shows up and gives you like this kind of perverse, kind of wicked version of those things. It's not meant to last forever. It's supposed to be like a whirlwind romance, and then it fades away and it leaves you completely lacking in a situation. And that's what the Knight of Pentacles is here for. So I feel like you had a very good emotional situation, but it really was only meant for a short time. It was meant to chain you and bind you to something. So what's going on with this Knight of Wands? It was a whirlwind romance because you moved really quickly. But it doesn't always have to be about love right here. It can be about any type of emotional situation that you found yourself in. It could have been a job. It could have been, whatever. So we have the Six of Cups and the Five of Swords. I feel like at one point this situation was emotional for you, but then it ended in bickering. It ended in backstabbing communication right here. So I feel like you may have rushed into a friendship situation. You have a lot of cup energy representing the emotions. So this is on the emotional realm for you. But I had a lot of backstabbing communication behind it. At one point to you, it was nourishing. So you kind of rushed into this situation. However, it fell apart because it wasn't meant to be. Now, what is this Ace of Pentacles? You're being gifted something right here from the divine, some sort of tangible experience. You have the Eight of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles. So you're working on something. You're working on a blessing right here. You're being offered a new opportunity, possibly within work, a promotion. I do see that you're throwing yourself into your work. You're seeing how things are growing for you. So I kind of feel like on this emotional realm, it's not really working out. However, because you lose this emotional situation, you throw yourself into your work, and that's a very Aquarian thing to do. not to really focus on the emotions too much, but focus on yourself and your money. Sometimes you have to learn about healing, though. So in a way, you do find yourself. You find some sort of monetary compensation through this. You have the Nine of Pentacles coming out. So here's the thing about the Nine of Pentacles. You can add the Ace of Pentacles to the Eight of Pentacles, and that makes 9, right? And with this Nine of Pentacles, add this Ace of Pentacles to this, and you have a full 10. So I do see that you're working on some sort of stability right here. You are offered stability in the end. This could be in a relationship, this could be in a job scenario, but I do see that you are going to have some sort of stable outcome for yourself. And that's the thing. The sunlight comes out so the pentacles can grow. So when I see the situation for you right here, is that you may have been in a situation where you just did not feel happy. At one point you did. At one point you thought it was the end-all be-all thing. However, it fell apart. It was not blessed by the divine. It was something that was handed to you as a temptation. But here it is, right here. You are blessed in an opposite way. You are blessed on like the physical monetary realm. You're blessed in like, growing your own garden, doing your own work, crafting your own pentacles right here, getting blessed by the divine. So what else is going on for the sign of Aquarius? Why did this have to fall apart for Aquarius? Why did this have to fall apart? The Queen of Wands and the Seven of Wands. So here's the thing about tarot, right? It's heavily based in Catholicism, so it's biblical, right? And Catholicism or Christianity is kind of based on the Torah, so Judaism. So you have the Old Testament, which is the Torah, and the New Testament, which is the Christian revelation, right? In Proverbs, it talks about a woman who is kind of like a prostitute. It's like I forgot how it goes. I think it's Proverbs 7. Basically, she lures men into down the steps of iniquities. So basically into the pits of sin. And the Queen of Wands is representation of that. She represents a witch, right? She represents someone who has her own powers, her own, money, her own thoughts, her own ideologies behind herself. She's kind of, a temptress in a way. It's Aries energy. So I always like to say the Queen of Wands is like the warring temptress. She's not like the Queen of Swords. She's not like the Queen of Cups. She's not the Queen of Pentacles. She's her own thing. And sometimes as a witch, they make contracts, kind of like succubus energy. As you know, her legs are open, right? So she's open sexually. She has the wand representing the male genitals. So she kind of controls that. Most people are kind of warned throughout their lives to not fall for people like this right here. To not fall for these people who are going to lure you down into like the pit of the devil. But sometimes people lose faith, right? So that's what this is right here, is that you kind of fell for a situation where it really wasn't meant for you. In fact, I kind of feel like you were warned by this. Yeah, the Ace of Swords, you were warned. Like, people told you not to fall for whatever this was, but you did anyway. So it had to fall apart. Why did it fall apart, though, over here? The Four of Swords with the Ten of Pentacles. Here's the thing, Sagittarius. Here's the thing, Aquarius. I looked at the Knight of Wands as representation of Sagittarius. You are not supposed to take this person into your Ten of Pentacles, into your abundance. Remember how I was doing that math earlier about adding the Ace of Pentacles to the 9? You weren't supposed to take whatever this was to have your blessing. You were supposed to have this blessing by yourself, or at least with a different person. You couldn't take this person right here because they were not part of your blessing. I kind of feel like the sunlight saved you in a way. The sunlight is a kind of representation of God right here. So you were kind of spared from whatever this was. Yeah, you're suffering the situation. You have the Ace of Pentacles coming out again. Oh my gosh, I just said the sun, right? You have the sun and the stars. And the Ace of Pentacles coming out. You were spared. Like, thank your lucky stars right here. That's what this is, Aquarius. Yeah, you're kind of suffering from the situation a little bit, but you have to understand and see things from a higher perspective. The universe put you in a timeout situation. The universe was saying, you were spending, you were squandering, you were pushing away your blessings on whatever this situation over here that looked appealing. And now, here's the thing, it could represent drugs, because that could be the devil as well. It could represent, people, places, things. It could represent sexual attractions, whatever. but I kind of feel like you lost yourself for a little bit in whatever this was. And now that you're waking up to this, now that the sunlight is coming out, now you can see who this person actually is right here. You can see what's going on over here in this situation. You have the sunlight coming out, represent illumination. You have the stars coming out, seeing things from a higher perspective, that there are more suns out there, and that's your blessing. Okay? You need to move forward into this Ten of Pentacles and not try to take this person with you, because they can't go with you. And I feel like if you try to take whatever this is, be a friend, a family, a bad habit, it's not going to work out. So for example, have you ever heard of like a functional drug addict? Basically, it's people who do drugs, but they have it on a budget. That's kind of what I'm seeing for you, is like you can't take this into your sunlight energy. You can't take this addiction. You can't take this thing that gives you that energy, that gives you that flair, that power. You can only do this yourself. So it's kind of like, you finally get this really good job and you're thinking, wow, I would like to have, that thing that makes me perk up, but you can't have it with you. And I feel like that's actually the best thing for you, is to not have it. The universe is sparing you. The universe is going to give you this gift right here at the right time, because it's meant for you. But you have to clear up this situation over here in your life. Or maybe you have done that. Maybe that's what you're currently going through right now, is maybe you're getting clean. Maybe you're cleaning up your own act. What do we need to know for the sign of Aquarius? And that card wanted to jump. Let's take it. We have the Knight of Cups. We have the Temperance. Yeah. Now the Temperance can alchemize with the right cup. Now the Temperance has the perfect opportunity to align you to this new situation within your life. So the angels are coming out to bless you right here. However, it had to be that you had to lose whatever this was. And it makes you sad. It makes you upset. You're like, maybe even thinking about how much money you spent on this person, place, or a thing right here. How it was just kind of like a money pit. How it just kind of ruined your life a little bit over here. With this Knight of Wands, it's because you rushed in. You really weren't thinking. It looked exciting. It looked fun. At one point it was, and then at one point it caused so many arguments and problems. And now I kind of feel like with this Four of Swords right here, it kind of represents recovery. So that way you can go on to something much better for yourself. You have the Three of Swords. Yeah, you're heartbroken about the situation, though. But the Hanged Man, see it from a higher perspective. Here's the thing. You're heartbroken now, but look at what you're going to attain in the future. Look at the sunlight coming out twice for you. Look at the sunlight even saying, with the starlight energy, that even if one sun burns out, there's still a billion other stars in the galaxy. Trillions, zillions, right? Not in the galaxy. Yeah, in the galaxy. They say like there are more stars in the sky than there is sand in the sea. So think about that right there. The King of Cups. Try to get into your emotional standpoint right here. Try to balance out your emotions. I feel like what you need to understand is you need to understand self-sacrifice in order to be happy. Okay? Understand that through sadness, there is happiness as well. Understand that what you're feeling now is part of the human experience, and try to gain a control over those emotions for yourself. The Ten of Wands, yeah, it's a heavy burden. The Five of Wands, but here's the thing. This burden that you had is constant conflict, okay? You don't need to carry this constant conflict into this new situation, all right? As I said, those people who are functional drug addicts, they have a budget, they have, they have all their other bills paid, but they have this one thing over here that they put money aside for, right? It would be much easier to not have that. And that's what the universe is saying. You can't have this new abundance with that sadness, and that's why the universe took it away from you, because it was from the devil. When we look at the devil right here, this is Adam and Eve knowing that they've sinned, right? This is a man and a woman, and they're chained by their necks to the devil. This is a perverse energy of the lovers. The lovers has Adam and Eve, and they're not chained to the devil. There's like an angel blessing them, right, from the sky. But there is a snake crawling up the tree, kind of giving you that foreshadowing energy. So what we need to understand right here is that they know what they've done. They know that they're naked. They know that they've been kicked out of the garden. And they know that there's really no forgiveness for them anymore. There is suffering, and there is divine forgiveness. God could forgive them. However, there is no way to go back about that situation. And that's kind of what that Nine of Pentacles is. That Knight of Pentacles, he understands that it's gone. And so that's what I'm seeing for you, is that you know that it's gone, but you still kind of like it. You're still kind of dancing around in this energy. but you need to push back against it. The Ace of Swords is going to give you that clarity. You have the Seven of Cups. It's a fantasy. That's the thing. You're just living in ignorance is bliss right here, Scorpio energy. It's not actually helping you get where you want it to get you. In reality, all it's ever going to get you is a myth, right? The illusion of happiness. The Hierophant, the Eight of Swords, and the Judgment. I kind of feel like you think the Hierophant is too restrictive, though. You feel like, in a way, kind of like if you really wanted to get this new job, but they're like, oh, you have to have a drug test, oh, you have to have this. And that's why a lot of people don't ever want to advance their careers. Even if they live in a state where things are legal, certain places you can't do it, right? And that's what I'm seeing for you right now is that, and this could be a person as well, you couldn't have them and bring them into this new career opportunity for you because the Judgment energy is that you have to do it alone. You have to take off the blindfolds. You have to remove yourself from this chain right here. If you look very closely, she's trapped in her mind. She's trapped in her mind to these swords, right? And she can easily remove herself from this. And I feel like you're also thinking, well, maybe the Hierophant should change for me. But here's the thing, the Hierophant's not going to change for you. You have to understand that these are laws and orders put in place years and years ago. These are centuries-old traditions. Yeah, things are becoming a little bit more cool, but at the same time, are they really, though? Like, yeah, you might be able to do this at a little retail store. You might be able to do this at, you know, whatever kind of store, but you can't still do it in, like, hierarchy systems like medical, law, military, things that have, you know, substantial titles behind them. You still can't have whatever this is. You can't have anything holding you down. And that's the thing with the Judgment card is that you're having to understand you're waking up from this. You're waking up from the coffins. You're being called to a new life. You're being called to the Hierophant where you feel confined and restrictive. But here's the thing. It's changing your life right here. This is actually divine blessing for you. Oh, these cards want to come out. So I'll take these. When I see this right here, when I see the Queen of Swords, I feel like this is more like the speaker speaking the proper message to you, like the reader. So I feel like I'm supposed to be giving you this harsh communication. What's coming out is rapid communication with this Eight of Wands, the Emperor and the Queen of Cups right here. I feel like what you have to understand about this Emperor situation is that it's authoritarian, yes, but it's for the good of the community with this Queen of Cups, all right? Yes, it is restrictive. Yes, it's authoritarian. However, it actually is very nurturing for you, okay? You have to understand that whatever you're going into right now has a lot of rules, all right? And you can't take whatever this is, whether it's a person, place, or a thing, into this new beginning for you because it has a lot of rules. This could represent you breaking up with someone and then actually finding a new partner and getting into a proper commitment with them. And when I say rules behind it, it's like this person is very traditional in how they want to do something, is Taurus energy. So what I'm seeing for you is that this person is very strict, or this situation, because the Emperor represents a boss, a CEO figure, you know, the head of a company. Very strict, very authoritarian, but very kind. Like, do not mess with the rules of the establishment right here. Follow them and you can have a very, very happy life. And that's the thing, Aquarius, is that you do tend to have a hard time working in those situations. So I kind of feel like what you need to do is you need to accept this blessing and work on it. And then maybe after, you know, you've been here for maybe 5, 10 years, whatever, start your own company where you can change the rules around. But here's the thing. The reason that sometimes people's companies fail, not a reason, a lot of the times people's companies fail is because they don't stick to the tradition, all right? And then they realize why those traditions and those orders and those laws were put in place from the company where they learned it from. For example, if you start your own retail company after you've worked retail for 10 years, you're going to see why there were rules put in place and why those traditions were put in place. You're going to understand everything about it. That's why certain retail companies fail. Those little mom and pop shops, sometimes they fail, like, you know, the restaurants, because they don't follow the rules of like higher ordered establishments. You have to follow certain rules in order for them to work out, in order for this to work, because even the universe has laws and rules behind it, like the rules of cause and effect, right? The rules of negative and positive. Like, there are rules that are put within our own universe that we are bound to, like the law of gravity, right? So we have Elf and Mischief, Toad and Fortune. I'm going to pull you one more because, who was it? Capricorn? Capricorn got these. Fairy, Glamour, and Black Cat, Independence. With this Elf and Mischief, I feel like what you need to do, this is your problem right here. You like dancing around with the mischief energy, but sometimes it's time for you to grow up, all right? With this Toad Fortune, that's what awaiting you with this Ten of Pentacles, with the Ace of Pentacles, is this fortuitous opportunity. It's up to you to take it. However, you're being glamorized by something that isn't good for you with this fairy energy. You're still like stuck on the Seven of Cups. Where's that Seven of Cups energy? Hold on. There it is. The fairy card can be representation of the Seven of Cups itself, that allure, that mystery. But here's the thing, it's not real. You have to overcome this glamour and this disillusionment or this illusion. With this independence, with this Black Cat energy, you have to move forward kind of like in a by yourself manner. Very independently, nothing holding you back, nothing holding you down, no addictions, no chains, no real, anything that can hold you back from your career. You have to cut that out. You have to have this independence to move forward. So let me get you a couple of spellcasting oracles. Now, if you're in a relationship and you're happy within your relationship, then I say that obviously you can have the person. This is a situation over here that has negatively trapped you, okay? This could be like, anything in your life. If you're going through a disappointment right now, if you're suffering from a disappointment, or maybe this is coming up in the middle of July. Maybe something is being taken out of your life in the middle of July, but it wasn't good for you, and try to see it from a higher perspective. Yeah, you're going to have to go through the stages of grief right here. However, it's fine. Just understand from the universe that it wasn't meant to be there forever. We have passion, we have manifestation, and we have beauty. Focus on your passions right here. Your manifestations are coming true. Whatever you've been thinking about, whatever you've been wanting to do within your life, this could be a career change. This could be you trying to get into that school, praying about it, bringing it about. With this beauty card, pay attention to your physical beauty, because we have double clarification of the sunlight. Sun is about the self. It represents your own battery. So maybe you haven't been taking good care of your body right here. Drink more water, get that exercise done, stop doing those bad things to yourself. Certain things can cause skin damage or whatever. So that's kind of what I'm seeing right here, is focus on your physical beauty. How do you want to see yourself in 10 years? You can age gracefully, or you can age rough. So we have light as matter. Here's the thing, pay attention to the star and the sun. When I see light as matter, embody that, that new drive, that new passion, and try to bring like the sunlight out in a physical form. Try to be happy right here. All right, see this as a blessing. When something is taken from your physical presence, with this Knight of Pentacles and this Knight of Wands, understand that it was just supposed to be there as a quick fling, a flash in the pan. With this Embrace card, embrace the new opportunities that are coming for you. Don't look back. This is kind of like Lot's wife when she tried to look back on Sodom and Gomorrah. She was told by the angels not to look back, right? Otherwise, they would turn into pillars of salt. And that's what she did. She looked back and turned to a pillar of salt, right, when God was casting his judgment. She had no reason to look back. She had no reason to even try to look back. Just run forward. And that's kind of what I'm seeing for you, is just to keep going forward. Don't look back at the destruction. So we have eternal love. Love is love is love and transcends physical death. I really don't like this card, but maybe you're moving on to a better partner right here. Maybe you found the right partner. Maybe you guys are working together. Maybe you guys have like a little bit of argument about money. However, I do see things that are going to work out. I feel like if you have a partner right here, or if you're looking for a partner, the next one, or the one that you're currently with, is probably who you are supposed to be with. This is kind of like the couple of Pompeii, where they died in their embrace. The Night Song, Hidden Talents, and Invisibility, Authenticity. Maybe you don't want to be seen right here, and that's perfectly fine if you don't want to be seen. Just try to be your authentic self, especially if you're recovering in the Four of Swords energy. Just be invisible. Go through the motions, go through the feelings, go through the pain. Cry it out and keep moving forward. With this Night Song, Hidden Talents, I do see that you have a lot of hidden talents that you don't talk about to people right here. maybe focus on those. Maybe you do something on the side, and maybe you're really good with people. Maybe you're good at talking to people. Maybe you're good at playing an instrument. Whatever it is, have like a little side business. Maybe you have like a little side hustle right here, and that's perfectly fine. Maybe you're wanting to start a YouTube channel or a stream, whatever. Keep working on it. Even if you don't want to tell people about it until you're ready to. Just be authentic. Here's the thing. I really haven't told anyone about my channel. I've been trying like for months. Do I want to tell people about it? Do I not want to tell people? Do I just want to keep it for people on YouTube? You know, when I feel ready, I might, or I might not. That's the okay thing. It's okay to have certain things in your life when you're moving in silence, and that's something that is important for you. One day I might, or I might not. Just depends. So Wheelu, carry this card for strength, success in all ventures, good health, and speedy recovery. Success with this new initiation over here. Berkana, birch, creativity, new ideas, birth, and nourishment, spiritual meaning, mother energy, and inner growth. So you're building a new idea, you're giving it nourishment, you're growing the 7 to the 10, you're working very hard on the 8, you're seeing what you can have with the 9, and having the full abundance, the full package with the 10. So I do see like things are going good for you. Just understand that, you know, there's something in your life that might be from the devil. And I'm not saying, you know, that it's like satanic or cursed or anything. However, there's something that you've been warned about that you shouldn't have, that you shouldn't do. But I kind of feel like you're going to do it anyway. Maybe this is just a warning for you. Maybe this is kind of like an omen, like, hey, don't do that. But anyway, Aquarius, I hope you enjoyed this reading, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.